as I was saying, they had a Caucasian European, whichever word you prefer, and they had a Indigenous, which is Native American census records that's in their court of law under the state. In order to understand it, you have to understand that Indians are supposed to be operated under the federal. Though the state always take over and ignore federal laws. So this is what occurred to a lot of Native Americans and what we're dealing with. A lot of cases end up in state level, and it should be in the tribal court. See, there's a different court compared to going to the Supreme Court. See, technically, any indigenous person shouldn't even be in the state Supreme Court at all. They should be in tribal court. But it seems like the state always do what the hell they want to do, and they're not held accountable, and the federal does not do what they're supposed to do to protect the indigenous people. It still exists. Colonization exists. They will use state laws to overtake Indian territory. No matter what they hear, what you hear and say, they will falsify documents, which you can find proofs. And when you do your research, and you'll see the inconsistency of the records that's written. The fact that my grandfather, reason we was able to get registered because of his mother and all the other ancestors before was already under the Dow's row. There's nothing a proud moment about Dow's. Let's get this clear and to be recorded. Now, my grandfather was a non-enrollee because he was born after the Dow's row. See, after Dow's row, he was she was having him, and he was born in 1907. If he had made the cut prior to that in 1906, 1905, 1901, he would have been documented as, but all his siblings were. But he was documented on the interior and all other documents because he was the Williams child. He was the child that was born by that Ida Burgess. She's a household name. All laws, they're going to every extent to break every law to keep what they have. What is right, they will not look at. What is wrong, they will continue to accept no matter if the law tells them to do it. So there's no such thing to that someone is going to have your back. You got to watch the lawyers, and then you got to watch the people that you think that's giving your information. So the best thing to do is go gather your own information. Even the person that you ask at those locations will not know the answer, or they will not tell you the truth, because their job is not to help you find the truth. You're to find your own family history truth. I have more stories that are true. Now, for the Trail of Tears, and even after the Trail of Tears, three things a fact that my